it's Pippin, and I am talking to Monets Pond on Livewire. It's so
Yay.
nice and so special because you're obviously hailing from beautiful Naarm. You've just released a song today. It's called Feel Right. Not only that, you're just like such a beautiful friend, and it's just so nice to catch up with you. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really good actually. It's like beautiful out, beautiful weather, nice sunny sky. Yeah, it's a really nice day. What about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Like all the better for talking to you and listening to your new song and talking about the release. It's so cool. It's such a cool
Thank
sounding
you.
piece of music. Can you talk to me about like the writing process and what that was like for you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's actually quite an old song that I it's funny, it's like had quite a process. Like it's actually been like kicking around for years and years and years. Like it was one of the first songs I ever wrote before I knew how to like play any instruments. I think I just wrote it to like a YouTube beat when I was like 15. And then years and years later, when I was like first started playing with a band, I ended up sort of making sort of different demo, but it was like very electro pop. It was like totally different to what it is now. And then I kind of stopped playing it. And then I was like, I just kept thinking about it. And I was like, I really just want to rework this song and make it like fully like the vision that I had in my head. Um, and I felt really inspired. I wanted it to sound like you're like sipping Hennessy on a trampoline, like really dissociated on like a stranger's like trampoline at like 4 a.m. and just like capture that energy. So I tried to make everything kind of follow that trajectory when I was making it. And yeah, I started with sort of the demo and the drums and like some of the synths, and then my really good friend Ethan, who's helped me out with some other songs, my last song in particular, he like co-produced it as well with me. And then my friend Tom mixed it. Yeah. So it was really fun. We had
That's
so much
so
fun doing
beautiful. Oh, I
it.
love to hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I definitely hear that. I love that imagery. I saw that you posted that as like part of the caption.
Yeah.
A song, like that wobbly feeling with all those instruments and guitars, and
Yeah.
obviously it's like got similar pieces, like similar elements as your previous pieces of work,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like this one really, I don't know, you can just tell like how much your sound has matured
Thank
and
you. Thank
grown
you.
into something. Like, is this the kind of vibe that you're sort of working with now as you're writing and creating pieces of music?
Well, like I'm kind of the soul that like I'm always doing something different. Like I've always never really sort of resonated with having like a sound. Like it hasn't been like my main goal. I'm just inspired by so much. So like I'm working on, a bit of a body of work at the moment, and it's all kind of all over the shop. It's definitely more in that like alternative R&B indie soul kind of realm with
Mm.
like a lot of different other influences sprinkled in there, like some of the old psych sort of stuff in there. But they're also different. Like this one's definitely, I'd say, on the more electronic side of things that I've been working on, and more a little bit more upbeat and energetic. But that's why I really wanted to like kind of start this year without that song, because it was so like energetic, and I just felt like it like kind of started out like with a bang.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it just felt really good to me. So it felt like the right sort of first single for that.
I think that's something that you're really good at, especially is like trusting your intuition
Thank
and
you.
knowing what, yeah, what the next steps
Thank
are,
you.
what's meant to happen next. I really like the visuals for this one too, like the photo that
Thank
you've done. Can
you.
you talk to me about the artwork?
Yeah, totally. So I worked before I moved like chaotically. um I was figuring out, where I was going to live here, and it was a bit chaotic, and I was living at my friend Maya's house, and she's like my best friend, plays in the band, does a lot of visuals for the project, and we kind of ended up just smashing out like a bunch of different visuals for a bunch of different songs that I have in the works. And this one we shot it uh not in Nudgy, I don't know what the Nudgy Beach. Yeah, Nudgy Beach at night. And I had such a vision for it. I wanted myself to be like glowy and like I didn't want to have my face like on the cover. Um, and it ended up having this coolest like blur effects on it, but it was really
Oh,
cool. Yeah. I'm really keen to show everyone. I've got a music video coming out tonight for it as well, which is really exciting.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that Indigo Pesu did
Yeah,
animations for it and Maya shot. So I feel really excited to
that is
have
so
that out.
awesome. Do you
Yeah.
does that music video, does that kind of capture the meaning of the song? I know I saw that
Yeah.
it's like a little bit about, you know, unhealthy habits or party culture.
Mhm.
Does that sort of get
Mhm. Mhm.
captured in the music video?
Totally, totally. It's like it is a fun video. Like, yeah, I'm in front of a green screen, like a bunch of sick animations, but like I there's like me like at a party with a bunch of other me's. Like in the video, I like
That's so
dress up as a
cool.
boy for one shot and I like kiss myself. Um just really just me in front of a green screen. Yeah, just very tipsy. Yeah, it is though, definitely. I wanted to capture that kind of energy, like yeah, I guess kind of sometimes how party culture can be problematic, and I think it's quite easy to use it as a crutch, especially when you're like in adolescence and trying to figure things out. I think I just like witnessed a lot of like uh people sort of not necessarily even directly in my circle, but like struggle with like many different issues, like just like a little bit too dependent on like substances and alcohol and that kind of thing. Like it's very swept up in that world. And I've always been very like I've always been very like aware of that and like conscious of that. So yeah, I don't know, that really was like a big inspiration for the track. Yeah, I just wanted to also like capture the energy of like when you're at a random person's house and you're like, where am I? Like when you rock home with your
What
friends
is
and you're like, whose house is this?
going?
Like, I just want to kind of like capture when the vibe's just off. Like I wanted that to kind of be the essence of the song, to be honest. So yeah, that was the goal.
I think you definitely did it. Hey, can you obviously you've moved
Yeah,
you're no longer in
yeah,
Meanjin, you're in Naarm.
yeah,
How has that sort
yeah.
of transition been creatively for you?
It's been beautiful. Like I've actually naturally progressed into I've been working a lot by myself. Honestly, mostly like I've only done like two sessions since I've been here with other people. Um, because obviously I had so many people that I was working with in Meanjin and that kind of thing. But I think it actually was meant to be because I've really been like honing in my skills as a producer and writer and just like kind of working on songs, and then if I feel like I want other people's help on them, then I'll like send them their way, which I've done a little bit. But obviously I do miss like uh that kind of I had just a really tight knit of people that I love to work with and friends.
Mm,
So like yeah, I've definitely met like quite a lot of people that like I feel very connected to, but obviously it will take like time to
yeah,
develop that kind of network. But yeah, no, it's been
absolutely.
amazing though. I feel very inspired to be in this beautiful city. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you suit it. You look like you're just, I don't know, you're glowing. Like you've just
Oh, thank
eased into
you.
yourself. And I feel like things like
Oh,
that,
thank you.
you know,
That's
when you
very
do
sweet.
something, that's all right. Like big and challenging, like moving to a new place, it just forces you to, I don't know.
No, definitely. I think it was meant to happen 100%. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, so
Yeah.
nice. Well, before I let you go, I just want to know like if there's anything that you've been listening to or anything that you've been loving that you feel like has been inspiring you. It could even be like a TV show or a podcast, like anything that you feel like is really just getting you, I don't know, getting you feeling good, getting
Oh,
you feeling right.
I'm feeling right. Oh, uh, so much. So much music, honestly. I've been listening to a lot of Outcast, like
Yeah.
Aquemini. Honestly, a lot of like um artists of color really inspire me. Like most of my music is very influenced by people of color. Um, yeah, like Erykah Badu, Sade, been deep in that recently. So much. Yeah, so
Ah,
much.
so good. That's so, so
And
good. Like
nature.
nature, yeah. I mean, that's the ultimate
Being out in
inspiration.
nature. That's a big one.
Being outside and just
That's
being
a
like,
big one
oh,
for me. And
fun.
like just going to the library. I've been really in like a library era. Like I was meant to go today, but it was shut. I was gonna do the interview today, but in the library, but it's shut. But libraries. I
Library.
love libraries.
That's a
Yeah.
really great, that's a great hot tip, actually. I went to, yeah, the state library the other day and like found this room where you can just go and like book a table and there's like a
So
piano
good.
room in the library, in the Brisbane State Library.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I know. It's
I
wild. So
love
you can
that.
go
I
there
love
and like
that.
play piano. It's
That's amazing.
yeah, you never know what you're gonna
Oh my
find until you're
gosh.
looking for it.
That's insane.
It's
I
so
need to go there. Book a
good.
ticket.
Book a ticket. Exactly. I'll speak to you soon. Like, thank you so much for talking to
Thank
me.
you so much, Beck.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
so
such a beautiful
much. I
song, and
really
I just
appreciate
love,
it.
yeah, watching you do stuff. So
Thank
special.
you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome. Bye.
Bye.